going on? This is Frank's Music World. Listen, this is a little prelude into the video that you're about to see. I just want to give a shout out to one of my subscribers before this video starts, because there is parts in there where I do explain but about people, you know, telling you how your setup should be. But no, I just want to give a shout out to one of my subscribers, Joe Z. You know who you are. I want to give you a lot of credit, man, for helping me be able to figure out rack effects, how they work, you know, and all that kind of stuff. I promise you I will try the setup that you did, you know, you requested to me. I promise I will try that. But Lord knows that freaking Joe, if it wasn't for you, man, I wouldn't know any knowledge. But anyways, thank you, Brew. Shout out to you. You're the shit. Hope you all enjoy this video. Okay, see you on the flip.
What's up, YouTube? Today on Frank's Music World, I have a finalized treat for y'all. And then after this, I'm probably going to be done doing Dimebag Daryl videos, because I have many on this channel. Over the time of scoping out and, you know, adding pieces here, taking things out, so on and so forth, I finally got to, that's it. I'm done. I'm done chasing, I'm done buying, I'm done scooping, I'm done boosting, I'm done shaping, I'm done everything. And the final product is legit. I'm not tooting, by all means, I'm not the type of guitar player or the person that's going to sit here and say, I have the best tone, motherfucker, and you don't have shit. It's not me. Because I hate that ego about guitar players. But to me, this is something that I feel is the shit, because I've been a fan of Pantera for the past 15 years, and I've always wanted this tone just as a fan, just to mess around with. You know, I don't want to be Dimebag Daryl. You know, I would love to do, you know, I would love to have that tone back in today's music, because today's music sucks. But no, this is just, this here just makes me extremely happy, and I love this. And this dumbass camera, I'm using my phone. I'm not high tech, you know. I'm not no Stevie T. I'm not no Ole England. I don't have all that fancy stuff. I wish I did, because it would be pretty cool to have. Because they got, you know, them guys, they have that real nice, crisp, clean tone. You know what I'm saying? You can, it's like you're sitting right there in the room. But I got an iPhone, and I got a IK Multimedia Studio mic. I use that from time to time. But I'm not going to use the studio mic today. I'm just going to use the phone camera, because I want to explain to you everything and piece it all together. And I want kind of like to let everybody know that some of this stuff, yes, Dime used, but most of it, not really. I mean, the Century 170, he used the 200. You know what I'm saying? Sustained boost switch. You know, an extra like 15, 25 watts, whatever. But this doesn't have the sustained boost switch. It doesn't have that. But what I do have is that DS2. Now, I've heard people say, well, jackass, Dime never used no DS2. No shit, whatever, I don't care. You know, this works for me, okay? So just mind your own business. But I got the 6-band graphic, okay? His wall, okay? Yes. That he used, yes, that he used. Now, I don't have a PQ4, but what I do have is a Furman PQ6, which is just a 2-channel version of the PQ3. With the PQ6, they say you can run one channel through the effects loop while you can run the other channel through the front. I don't have that set up. And what I'm about to tell you is probably going to piss a lot of people off. So, dude, you ain't doing it right, man. You gotta set it up. Listen, I know people got it. I know that. But there's one person out there, and he subscribed to my channel. Joe, this does not pertain to you. I promise you. This pertains to a lot of jackasses that are on them damn Dimebag freaking sites on Facebook. You know, well, man, I was friends with Grady Champion, but man, I get that. I get that. You know, and I've tried everything exactly the way Dime had set up. And to me, I just couldn't get it. I'm just sorry. I'll be 100% honest. I couldn't get it. So, my Furman PQ6, along with my Rane parametric equalizer, is ran through the Aphex loop. And this is the best way that I can only get, you know, you know, it's the best way that I could only get his tone. You know, it's the only way I can explain it. You know, and I would never tell somebody that they're doing something wrong, because it's all based on what sounds good to your ear. You know what I'm saying? As a musician, as a fan, as a player, it's not about what everybody else says. It's about what you feel is right. So I got that. Okay, so the Furman's in there. Now the Rane. Now I'll explain to you. Furman running one channel, so I got the PQ3, and with the Rane, that's a 5-channel parametric. Okay, well, 5-band parametric. Sorry, 5-band parametric. But I'm only using one band, so everything else is bypassed except for one. So I kind of, like, layman's sense, like I'm mixing a Rane with a Furman to get a PQ4 type thing. So then I have a Aphex 104 Aural exciter type C2 with big bottom. It's a mouthful. So we're just going to call it the Aphex 104. So the Aphex 104 gives, like, presence and, like, real punchy depth to your bass, and it's a crucial piece. I'll shape everything out once I put it on the prod and I start shutting up and playing here. And sorry about that, memory is full. I had to go and delete some videos, but now we're back. So left off with the Aphex. I explained that one, I believe, but if not, it gives presence and depth to your bass, and it's a crucial piece. So now we're going to move on to the Rocktron. Now the Rocktron is ran through the front. I do have my walls through the front, the DS2s through the front, and the 6-bands through the front with the Rocktron. So that's there. To me, honestly, I've had the Boss NS2, the noise suppressor. I did have that. I have currently still the MXR Smart Gate. Now that's a good Smart Gate for something that just doesn't have a hell of a lot of gain to it. And Dime's rig has a hell of a lot of gain to it, so you need some really top-notch noise gates. So, excuse me, the Rocktron so far has been my favorite and the best one that I've ever used. And if you're going to build one, I think they make newer versions of this one. I believe it's pretty much the same. I've heard people who has the pedal version of the Rocktron guitar silencer Hush, and they said it's just as tight as the rack mount. So if you can't find them, there are sources I've heard that do work. I haven't personally tried them, so I can't say yes from personal experience, but from what I've heard, people like them. So then after that, up on top, and I'll show you my rack case, okay? Calm down, don't freak out, okay? Don't freak out on me. Roku, deer head. Roku, deer head. Oh, that's my very first guitar right there. That's a Dean Flying V acoustic. That thing kind of sucks. It needs a setup though. But the Furman power conditioner. Now this is my power conditioner. It's the Furman MDX, M8DX. Fuck that up. Sorry. The M8DX. Now that is technically a 9-outlet power conditioner, and there's 8 outlets in the back, and then there's 1 in the front. And I think there's a couple. I think my Rocktron is a 9-volt power supply, and the Aphex 104 is a 9-volt power supply. So I have both them back here, so they take up a couple extra unwanted spaces. So I think it's my MXR digital time delay, which is plugged in the front. But anyways, that's another thing I want to talk about here is this is my doubler. Alright, now Dime used the MXR flanger doubler. I have the MXR digital time delay. Now this is 4 effects in one rack unit. 4 effects. You have your regular delay, you have a double, you have a chorus, and you have a flange. Okay? This is pretty much a flanger doubler, but 10 times cheaper and 10 times easier to find. Now, if you don't have a doubler, if you want a flanger doubler and you can't find one, and you can't afford it, find a digital time delay. Because I promise you, I'll bypass everything. I'll shut up here and I'll explain while I play, and you'll be able to hear it. I'll start out with my raw tone so you hear everything that I have scoped out now, and then I'll bypass things so you can hear. But, no, see, I have the flange and the double, okay, set right now to get Dime's tone. And it's essentially a flanger doubler. I mean, it does very well. I do have the Mimic doubler. I wasn't a big fan of it, really. I'm going to use that for something else, but this is just what I use for Dime. So, I'm going to shut up after I explain everything again. All racks, Furman power conditioner, Rocktron guitar silencer hush, Aphex 104, Rane Pe15, Furman PQ6, MXR digital time delay. Then I have the Dime Crybaby from Hell, the Boss Turbo Distortion DS2, and the MXR 6-band graphic equalizer. Now I'm going to put this on my little fancy little tripod here, and I'm playing today with this Dean from Hell. Okay, this is my Dean from Hell. Stickers. If you don't have these stickers, hit up Adam at whatchamacallit, the Don't Hate Me Dimebag Rig Project. Okay, hit him up. He's got all kinds of killer stickers. Every sticker that Don ever had on his guitars, he's got them. So now, anyways, raw tone. Sounds pretty good, doesn't it? So you got I'm saying very Dime. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you the importance for me, why the DS2 is important to me, is because that is my sustained boost switch that is missing from the Randall Century 170. And I'll show you. Pedals off, bypassed it. Okay, guitar's on. Now, listen. Okay, that's with it, without it. There's not enough power. Now, I'm going to switch channels on the Rocktron, and I'm going to have this. I'm going to start with the same settings that I have on channel 1. Okay, so now I'm going to turn down the expanded threshold and listen. Now it kind of there's not much punch, there's not much power. Now I'm going to go back to my channel 1 on the Rocktron and turn the turbo distortion back on. So that's acting as my sustained boost switch. So now, over to the effects. Now here is the Aphex 104. Of course, here's everything on. Here it is, bypassed. There's no depth, there's no punch, there's no nothing. So the Aphex is very crucial. Aphex is now back on. Okay, so now, moving on to the Rane. I'm going to bypass the Rane, and then you're going to hear, it's going to be a slight difference. It's not really big, it's going to be a slight difference. So this is now Rane bypassed. Now the Rane back on. Just kind of brightens it up, honestly, to be honest with you. So that's why I only have that one channel. Everything else is set to noon that I'm not using. So if I were to, it wouldn't be any different, even if I would to click on the bands. But anyways, so now on to the Furman. Okay, so everything's on. Nothing bypass. Now I'm going to bypass the Furman, and I think it's going to get really loud. So I'm going to turn down the master volume on the Rane. So way too loud. So there. Turn the Rane back up to where it's at. Put the Furman back on. So we're not going to play around with that too much. It's too damn loud. Okay, so now on to the MXR digital time delay. Okay. Now I'm going to bypass the whole entire rack so you can hear. This is what it sounds like bypassed. Which sounds alright, but it's just not dying. So it's back on. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the cool thing. Now I'm going to turn off the flange and the double and take everything out. So now this is pretty much, this is where you would get your delay with everything out and nothing is on. So this is where you would get your delay. So this is what it sounds like now. Okay, now, there's your delay. Now, here's your doubler, okay? Now, listen to this. Doubler. That right there is the MXR doubler. Now, if I push in the flange along with the doubler, you get the flanger doubler. Flanger doubler. I don't know if Dime ever actually had it set that way. I could be wrong. Don't know. But I'm going to push in the flange along with the doubler, and then we're going to go back to our original tone that we started out the video with. As soon as I can get it clicked in here. Okay. Now, ready? Now I'm going to take out the double, and all you're going to hear is just the flange. You're not really going to hear too much of the flange because of how I have it set. It's set for the double effect, so that's why I have both the flanger and the doubler in. So now we go back to Dime. I think it sounds pretty damn good. Now, after I get done with this, I'm going to add in a clip of the backing track, and the backing track is going to be, you can find them on YouTube, just look up Pantera backing track with vocals, and it'll be the actual song, but they take Dime out, so you still have, you know, Vinny's drums, you still have Rex's bass, and you still have Phil's voice. So the guitar is missing, so then it's when you just backing track. So anyways, you know it. So I'm gonna mix that in with the video. Yes, this is a long video, but it's an explanation. I'm trying to like help people, you know, find something that they didn't have. If they have these, okay, if they have these, you know, you'll know that you can get a tone. I'll show my stuff here. I'll tie in a little video, then I'll add that in too, and I'll show you a video of just how I have everything set. And but yeah, I mean, if you're even searching, you're trying to build and shape and sculpt yourself, you know, you're feeling like you're not having anything. Some of this stuff is rather expensive, but you know, it's a heck of a lot cheaper than actually going out and getting the Furman PQ4, going out and getting the MXR flanger doubler, going out and getting the Randall Century 200, going out, you know, I mean, they're not really that expensive, but the 6 bands can be a little pricey. You know, not everybody's made of money. I'm not made of money. Some of this stuff I was lucky enough I had a Fender Strat that I traded some of this stuff for. But yeah, some of the things I did pay, you know, out of pocket, and it was, I'll give you a hint, Furman PQ6 was $400 a piece, $400 plus shipping, so you're looking like $460. It was expensive, but I do know that there's a couple of them floating around, so if you get a chance or if you have them, you know, and use them, that's pretty cool. If you don't have anything like a Furman and you want one, get one. They actually work. I like them. Even the Ranes, you know, I can do, you know, the four band on the Rane, and it sound pretty damn good. You know, Rane's a good alternative if you can't find anything. But yeah, I just wanted to do these videos and go through each step and show what was crucial and how actually to shape it all together to get just that. That was horrible. Better. That's it right there, bro. That's it right there, Bruce. That's about the best I can do, and I'm done shaping. So now I'm done explaining. The next clips that you're going to see is going to be everything that I use and how I have it set. And then you're going to hear a nice little backing track. I think I already have a couple recorded. I think I'm just going to throw them in there because my tone hasn't changed since I did those backing tracks. So I'm just going to add in the backing tracks I already have done. And yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. I don't have many subscribers. I'm not looking to be big. Be nice, but not looking to be big. Just looking, you know, for give information to people that, you know, and hopefully maybe I can explain it a little bit better, or somebody can understand my dumb ass a hell of a lot better than just understand somebody else. But no, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it didn't ramble too much, although it did. But anyways, thank you very much, and I appreciate all you guys. I thank you, all my 10 wonderful subscribers. I thank you for that. Enjoy, have a blessed day, and we'll catch you on the flip for the next video.